How you guys doing? Eric here. Today is Friday, December 1st, 2017. What's going on, man? I stumbled on an interesting video this morning. Thought I would talk about it today because I found it very interesting. It's called Van Halen Trans Investigation, where this guy is looking into the possibility that 3 members of Van Halen are actually transgender. And I found it very interesting because I've been a big Van Halen fan all my life, ever since their first album came out back in 1978. I think I was like 11 years old, and I heard that, and it just blew my mind, man. It was like such an amazing album. So yeah, I've been a Van Halen fan. I actually met David Lee Roth and Eddie Van Halen when I was a kid. I was actually taking boxing lessons in Van Nuys at this gym, and that's where David Lee Roth used to go and take karate lessons from this guy Benny the Jet. And so I met David Lee Roth there when I was like 15 years old, and I met Eddie Van Halen when I was like 18 or 19, maybe 20 years old, I think, and out in Malibu. And yeah, man, I've just always been a huge fan of theirs, man. And to find out that I always thought there was something kind of weird, a little bit. I couldn't really put my finger on what it was, with the Van Halens, with Eddie and Alex. There's something kind of strange about the way they looked, I always kind of thought that, but I couldn't, I found out at one point that their mother is actually Asian and their father's like Dutch. And so yeah, maybe I thought that's what was kind of made them look a little bit weird, is because they were like, half Asian and half, I think their mother's like either Filipino or Thai or something like that. But yeah, always something kind of strange, and there's, I've been I still a big fan of Van Halen. I watch a lot of videos on YouTube, and I just been noticing it, something strange about Eddie, man. And so yeah, he's kind of like, there's a lot of pictures of Eddie with his shirt off, over the years, and he's kind of like, he's got muscle tone on him almost, but it's not real, he doesn't have any like big, like manly type muscles, but he was always kind of muscular tone. But if you look at his shoulders, they're pretty narrow, man, for a guy. He's got very narrow shoulders, and his hip bones are kind of high, man. So yeah, it wouldn't surprise me to find out it was true, man. And David Lee Roth also suspected to be a tranny. This is mind-blowing shit for me right now, man, because if you would have told me this 5 or 10 years ago, I'd be like, no way, you're out of your fucking mind. There's no way that this very macho, strong, manly, band is actually, 3 of them are women, the Van Halen brothers and David Lee Roth. So yeah, but if you look at them, man, it does make a lot of sense, man. There are some strange things about their appearances that transgenderism would explain a lot. But yeah, the video I was watching, he goes pretty far into depth into it, like it talks about, not just the Van Halens, but there's a lot of them, man. And there's a lot of clues in the music industry about it. Like the song Lola, there's a song Dude Looks Like a Lady, Steven Tyler's one of them that they kind of point out that could be a transgender. And even Van Halen's wife, Valerie Bertinelli, I think is actually a guy. This is mind-blowing shit, man. But it is, and then it talks about their son, even Wolfgang Van Halen could be a tranny as well. And it's not beyond the realm of possibility in my mind. But the one question they didn't really talk about is, if Eddie Van Halen and Valerie Bertinelli are both trannies, she's really a man and he's really a woman, how the hell did they have a kid? So there's all kinds of possibilities. It could be that, could be adopted, could be some kind of DNA engineering that we don't know about, all kinds of technologies out there that we don't know about, that we have been around for a long time, ever since they first genetically engineered the human race, right? If they could do that, they could do anything. So, I don't know. I'm not saying this is all true. I just find it very interesting. And I started looking into some other stuff about transgender, and it just turns out that, holy shit, this well goes very deep. It could be that 90% of all celebrities from Hollywood, music industry, TV, movies, are all fucking trannies. I mean, if you start looking at it and considering it and looking at the features of these people, that yeah, Michael J. Fox, tranny, Oprah Winfrey, tranny, and the list goes on and on and on. The Runaways, the whole band, were actually guys. If you look at them, it fucking makes a lot of sense, man. Joan Jett, a guy. Brooke Shields, a guy. I mean, I'm not saying it's true, man, but it does make a lot of sense to me, man. And you know, the people that run Hollywood are fucking evil as fuck. You know what their goal, the whole goal of the entertainment industry is to freaking steal your soul, man. To doom you to go to hell. And that's what it's all about, man. And they totally worship the Baphomet, which is male and female. And so yeah, this whole thing could be true, man. I know a lot of them, you know, that's probably a lot of the reason why what's his name, Bruce Jenner thing came out. And there's a couple other ones, like women that turned into men, that came out just to kind of tell you what's going on, you know, because that's what they do. They give you clues in all their media and their movies and their songs. And there's dozens and dozens of clues about it. I remember when I was a kid, there was a very popular movie in the 1980s. It's called Just One of the Guys. It was about a girl who pretended to be a guy so she could go into she could go into a certain school, or all guy school or something. But yeah, so I think it's very possible, all this, man, that 90% of all celebrities are freaking trannies. It's a real mind fuck. And I'm not saying it's true, but look into it, man. I'm gonna leave some links, at least the one link. Yeah, one thing I do know for sure, man, is that the entertainment industry is very fucking seedy, man. And not anybody can just go there and become famous based on their talent and shit. It's all about, you gotta sell your soul if you want to get in there, or you got to be born into it. And I know for a fact that everyone, as much as a fan as I am of bands like Van Halen, Metallica, and others, I know they're all very satanic Illuminati. They're always flashing the fucking symbols, you know? They're always fucking doing this shit. All of them. So, yeah, no matter how much of a fan I am of these guys, or how much I enjoy their music and shit, I know they're all fucking sellouts. They're all born into it one way or another, or they sold their soul. So none of this shit would fucking really amaze me to find out that it's all 100% true, that 90% of entertainment is transsexual, transgender, and the rest are probably homosexual. But so yeah, you know, even some people even think that Lars Ulrich, the drummer of Metallica, could possibly be a tranny. So yeah, it's a pretty fascinating topic, man, because you know that these people are very, very fucking sick, perverted, evil. They hate the human race, and they would totally perpetrate some shit like this, man, so that you know, people that worship celebrity worship, which is fucking rampant in America. You know, the vast majority of Americans are total celebrity worshipers, man, and Donald Trump worshipers. But you know, to find out that, you know, the idol of their worships are all fucking a bunch of fucking fake trannies, man. It's just the kind of thing that these sick fucking people would pull.